神羅転生
Yo, what's going on everyone? It is the Mitsuki and welcome back to a new video on the channel today, and oh my god, I have returned from my slumber. So, as you all know, it's been about a month since I uploaded my last video, and the reasoning is pretty simple for that. I just needed to take a break from making videos as I was just not feeling it, and I was like, you know what, maybe a break is needed, and yeah, it felt great if I'm being honest. So I am back and I'm feeling better than ever to make videos and continue, you know, being a YouTuber, because that's also great. So I am back, guys. I'm sorry for my you know, away time. You know, I just needed to sort some stuff out. I've been quite busy. There's a lot of stuff happening right now, so I just kind of needed to take that time out of my life. I just needed to take the time out to do normal human stuff for a while and not focus on YouTube. But anyways, episode 60 of the Boruto series has just come out, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a quite good episode. However, you know, there was one annoying part of the episode, which, I mean, if you've seen the episode, you can probably guess as to what I'm hinting towards. You know, Mitsuki essentially just being like, you know what, fuck this, yeah, I don't want to fight, and I'll get into it a bit later, but that was really annoying to see, as, you know, as I was hyped for that fight, and my dreams and my hopes got crushed. But before we get into the review, I want to talk about the Boruto series quickly, just in like 30 seconds or less. The past few episodes I have really enjoyed. Like, the Boruto series has been doing quite a good job, and this episode continued that, and I feel like this was actually quite better than what we have been getting recently. It was a very action-centered episode, and it kind of took me back a little bit. You know, I'm getting those good vibes from this episode. Very much one of the most action-centered episodes we've had in the entire series. So I really enjoyed it. Now let's actually discuss it itself. So we have the semi-finals here. The first fight is between Araya and Sarada, and this fight was extremely well done, and we even get to see a little bit of blood in this fight, with Sarada being cut up by Araya, and we find out that Araya's jutsu is actually puppeteering. He's actually a puppet master, and the body that we thought was him, you know, was actually the puppet, and he essentially hides up in the crowd, on the Colosseum stadium type thing, where he controls the puppet. So that was a really cool, you know, way to sort out his character and, you know, do the fight, because it actually brought some strategy into the fight. And strategy is always needed in a shonen series like this. You know, you can't always have just brute force versus brute force. It's always refreshing to see strategy and, you know, the need to use your head. Now, Sarada and both Araya obviously incorporated this in that fight, because Araya was obviously up in the stands, you know, controlling the puppet, getting into Sarada's head, and Sarada needed to figure out that Araya was actually, you know, using a puppet. So that was honestly a great fight in my opinion. The climax, however, was quite disappointing. It felt a little bit rushed. However, can we blame the studio for doing that? It wasn't such an important fight, especially not in comparison to the next fight which we saw, which was Mitsuki versus Shinki, which is potentially one of the most hyped fights that we've had so far. And honestly, it just delivered. That fight really delivered. I mean, seriously delivered. Like, the action we had, the animation it gave, and just the way it was presented, the way Shinki's character worked, it was brilliant. I really enjoyed this fight. Like I said, the animation was spectacular during a lot of scenes within this sequence, and I thought it was probably the best sequence of the entire episode, in my honest opinion. However, it all kind of got fucked up as soon as Mitsuki said, "I give up." Because think about it, right? Mitsuki's there thinking, damn it, I have no power left, I'm out of chakra, this guy is so strong, and there's nothing I can do. I need to use my Sage transformation. How about I go do that? And then all of a sudden he sees Boruto, looks at Team 7, and is like, nah, fuck this. And then he just says, I give up, as soon as Shinki is about to fire some type of badass, projectile out of his, metallic sand, which would have, essentially been like, Mitsuki, turn on your Sage transformation, dude, okay? So, that kinda sucked for him to just say, you know what, nah, I give up, because I was really looking forward to seeing the Sage transformation. However, this can also be kind of, not contradicted, this, my entire point, can be argued against, because they are obviously saving the Sage transformation for something bigger, and we're just gonna have to wait for later in this specific arc to see that, or maybe in the next arc. We do not know. However, we haven't seen it in the manga, so I'm assuming we have to see it in the anime soon. Otherwise, it'll be about 20 years before we see it, right? But that fight was great. Okay, that fight was just incredible, and that's essentially where the episode ends. And Mitsuki, I don't know how to explain it. His character has clearly developed throughout this fight. We see him finish the fight, goes up to Team 7, and says something along the lines of, I apologize. Wait, that's not right. I'm looking forward to working with you both. Like, what? Even Boruto and Sarada were confused, and I was confused. Like, I mean, what did Mitsuki realize? What was that internal thought in his head? Because he gave up by looking at Team 7, and then all of a sudden, he's thinking, I mean, I guess what the moral of the story is, what I can gather right now, I mean, I've just watched the episode about 6-7 minutes ago, because that's how long I've been recording this video, but I think that the moral of the story is put your friends first, because that's what's most important. Who cares about victory? Who cares about winning? Who cares about power? Because you've got these people around you and they care for you. When you work with them as a team, that's where true victory comes from. Who cares about this title named Chunin? Because doesn't matter. That's what I can gather right now. I've been out of the loop, guys, I don't know if you can notice, but I need to make a few more videos before my intellectual side is back to its peak. Yeah, but I apologize for my stupidness, not retardedness. Now, my favorite part of this episode definitely has to be the end, where Sasuke is talking to Boruto and he shows him the Chidori. Now, what follows this is Boruto saying, damn it, you aren't going to teach me the Chidori because it requires the Sharingan, but I guess you're showing it to me because you want me to be able to see what I can accomplish, what I can do. I can do Jutsu like the Chidori if I train hard enough. And then Sasuke says, now this, I just love it, the way he did this. He looks down and he says, there was once a boy who was obsessed with power and wanted to obtain it through any means possible. And then all of a sudden, no, he also said, adding on to that, he said, and he wanted to change everything by himself. But then a friend came along and changed all that, or something along those lines, and god, it just made me so happy, because obviously he's talking about himself and he's talking about Naruto. And then Boruto replies to him with, that won't happen to me, blah blah blah, because I have so many great people around me, I have so many great friends. And that was a really great scene, very good scene, in all honesty. Some of the best writing, not the best writing, but definitely one of the best little character interactions I've seen in a while. Let me know what you thought about that scene, because I honestly just adored it, to be honest. It was great in my opinion, just because of Sasuke's, self-awareness, his growth as a character, him realizing that he fucked up in the past, and now he's trying to recompensate by, passing on his knowledge and everything he knew to the son of the man who changed him, that being Naruto and Boruto. So it's just great writing, great interaction there. Now, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to be uploading pretty regularly again. A common theme on this channel is that I don't have ideas to make videos on, because I can't. Firstly, I have school to focus on. Secondly, I have football to focus on. Thirdly, I have a social life to focus on. And fourthly, my head is just like, what do I do? I don't know. There's manga chapters and episodes. Those are my options. So anyways, it's good to be back, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, because I thoroughly enjoyed it and I thought it was great. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next video, whenever that may be. Hopefully soon. Well, it will be soon. But yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll see you all within the next video. Goodbye, guys. See you later.